Yeah, we're neighbors and friends.
Shalom.
Shalom.
It's not 5 o'clock.
Come on.
You said 5 o'clock.
No, we're not on yet.
We are.
We're on? Wait a minute. Wait for Tony. All right. No, it's not right. That thing is not right, Josh.
So this is the Sabbath. Again.
Awesome.
This is the holy day of the Most High. As we always say, this is the Sabbath, where we're coming to you in the name of Ahayah.
It's going like this, John. Are you sure it's right? Set.
Bahashem Yashayah.
Okay, look.
Wa Kudash. And
Okay.
we say to you, Shalom.
Shalom. From all of us here in our home, in our ministry, we wish you the best in Ahayah, bahashem, Yashayah, and we wish you an awesome Sabbath.
Since we don't have a message or a lesson put together, we're just gonna bring a lesson together.
Well, tell them why, because we have like 250 or 60 right now.
I don't know exactly.
Message, yeah, we have a lot of messages that even a lot of people, a lot of brothers and sisters had not even heard. So tonight we're going to do something.
We're going to share together.
Yeah.
We're going to bring a warning to pastors. A warning
message to pastors.
A warning to pastors. So we would like to say this, as we always say, we are not against nobody here when we do our messages because of the stern way we come against the religion of Christianity in particular. We are not at all opposed to anyone who calls themselves a Christian. We are not opposed to anyone who goes to a church. We are opposed to the organization and the organized institution of the Christian religion.
Of false Christianity.
We are not at all.
Say false Christian. Excuse me, God. False Christian doctrines, and there's hundreds.
Right. We are not at all against anybody who's a Christian.
Right.
Who reads the Bible, although you are reading your Bible through the lenses of a watered-down European interpretation of the Bible. That is because you have not been taught properly how to understand the words of the Most High and the words of Christ. The true Messiah's name is not Jesus. The true Messiah's name is Yashayah. So
with that out of the way, and you know, knowing the Most High's real name it is important. It really is important to know His name and not to call out any name. Why is that doing that? It's behind my, see, it's my hand line. Is it set right?
So
okay, all right.
We have to say this because there's a great misunderstanding when people like us. This is not a disclaimer. We firmly stand for the truth, but we do it in a loving way where we never call names out unless we need to.
We don't condemn anyone.
We don't put condemnation or make someone feel as if the Most High won't deal with them because they're in a religion called Christianity.
Right.
We don't hate nobody, but we have to take a stand for what we know is the truth. And Christianity, brothers and sisters, is not the truth. And I'll say it again. We take a stand here for what we know is the truth, and the Christian religion and Christianity, institutionalized religion, is not the truth.
Good, Joshua. That's a lot said, because knowing this ourselves, that we sat in Christianity and we have no beef against any pastor or anyone who goes to these churches, but we sat there long enough to know that we found out that even if the pastors are deceived and they don't even know it because they've been brainwashed, right, Josh?
Right.
Generation for generation.
Through seminary
Yes,
religion,
handed down religion.
false theological schools.
If you have a heart to understand, have understanding, open your heart to the word, not us, to the word.
This is a warning to pastors. Now, let's start. We're gonna precept Matthew 23 and Jeremiah 23 together, but let's start in 1 Timothy 6.
Okay. Okay, open up. All right, Mary. Tony? Oh,
We're in Timothy.
Tony's with the dog?
1 Timothy chapter 6.
Okay. She's here.
So while we're turning there, I'll make a couple more comments.
Go ahead, Josh.
Because it's very important for brothers and sisters, especially pastors, who may, come across this.
1 Timothy?
1 Timothy 6.
Okay, go ahead, Josh.
Because it's very important for you to understand, we're not against you as a pastor, because we sat under Christian pastors and were deceived. And we're being deceived by those pastors because we didn't do the research. And we didn't actually read the Bible as it is written. We were reading the Bible through a European watered-down doctrinal lens.
That's right.
That everybody in churches is reading.
That's right.
And
that's right.
Because of that, that stopped us for many years from the actual truth of the scriptures.
That's right.
So that blocked us off from the kingdom. But the Most High was gracious to us and allowed us to have and to come to this truth, the truth, which is Christ and the principles of Christ, the doctrines of Christ, baptism, the law, the certain information we put out about the Hebrew Israelites and who they are according to the Bible, and other things.
Correct.
So we understand that the truth, by and large, is not being taught in this nation.
Josh, isn't it almost like a slave mentality that we're brainwashed into? Being forced into something that we didn't know whether it was true or not at that time. That's what they're facing.
Right.
Yeah.
Now let's read Timothy 6.
All right.
1 Timothy 6, 3.
Okay.
2 through 4.
1 Timothy 6.
2.
2 to 4.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Let's follow. Where's Tony? Where's Tony?
I don't know.
And they that have believing masters, listen to this. And they that have believing masters, 1 Timothy 6, Tony.
Sorry. Read verse 3 because that's really what I want. Verse 3, just 3 and 4. 1 Timothy 6, verse 3. You got it?
Oh, 3. Okay. 3. If any man teach otherwise.
If any brother teaches otherwise than what Christ said and Christ and the Most High said, read. And
consent not to wholesome words.
Read.
Even the words of our Most High Yashayah.
Our Messiah, Yashayah.
Okay. And to the doctrine, which is.
To the what?
Doctrine.
So stop. What is the doctrine that is according to godliness? The baptism, the resurrection of the dead, eternal life, eternal damnation, which a lot of Christians believe. So they have the principles, some of the very important principles, but because of the pastors being educated in these seminaries
post-Constantine,
they are missing out on the main, really important crux of the doctrines of the Bible. Hold that verse. Read
let's leave it. Wait, and to the doctrine which is according to godliness. Okay.
Read Hebrews.
Okay.
6, 1 and 2.
Hebrews 6, 1 and 2.
And we're gonna share tonight a lot and speak to the people. If the Most High allow it and permits us to do this. Right.
Right. Hebrews what, Josh?
6, 1 and 2.
Okay. Hebrews 6. 1 and 2. Therefore, having the principles of the doctrine of Christ,
Leaving.
right? Okay. Therefore, leaving the principles of the doctrine of Christ.
Stop. So because of because of certain things that people are taught through theological schools and theology in America, they have left off at certain doctrines that are very important in the Bible. They have left doctrines off and are not teaching them. Read.
Let us go on unto perfection.
So they think they're going on to perfection, but they've left certain principles of these doctrines. Read.
Not laying again the foundation of repentance from dead works.
Which is the sacrificial system of the law.
That's right. And of faith toward Ahayah.
So, and of faith towards Ahayah. So you have to these are some of the doctrines that you have to have to at least have a start. Read verse 2.
And of the doctrine of baptism.
So you have to be baptized into this truth. Read.
And of laying on of hands.
That's dealing with the healing of the sick and the healing of people.
And of resurrection of the dead.
That's dealing with the afterlife. So these are certain doctrines that you have to believe and have to teach and espouse.
Because if you don't have
to be
these,
doctrinal sound,
you must just throw the Bible away and walk away from it.
Read.
And the resurrection of the dead.
Back to Timothy.
Okay.
Timothy 6:4. 1 Timothy 6 and 4.
Okay. He is proud.
He is what?
Proud.
He is what?
Proud.
So any preacher,
arrogant,
any man who is not abiding by these basic core principles of Scripture is proud. Now, when you deal with some pastors in America today, they will reject. They will outright reject and tell you the law is done away with, when Christ never spoke those words. The reason you hear those doctrines in America today in churches on Sunday is because in the post-Constantine thinking of these theological seminaries, they have taught you that the Sabbath of the Most High is changed. Why? Because Constantine, who founded Christianity, changed the Sabbath from the true holy day and switched it to Sunday. And Catholics will even admit that if Christians follow you can read this on certain websites dealing with doctrine, their doctrine. They will straight tell you to your face, if you go to a priest, what day should we worship on? They'll tell you the Saturday, the Sabbath. But because we changed the Sabbath to Sunday, you worship Sunday. So you're following a Roman Catholic doctrine by going to church on a Sunday.
That's right.
And that is because your pastors went to a seminary
from Rome in America
that has lied to them, and it's not their fault.
That's
when
right.
They should have took the Bible and actually studied it
themselves,
prayed and studied it for themselves.
That's right.
Then opened up a building.
That's right.
On the Sabbath.
That's right.
Read. He is proud.
He is proud, knowing nothing.
Knowing something.
Knowing nothing.
So no matter how pious or righteous these pastors seem, a lot of them, they don't know a thing about the Bible.
That's right.
They don't know nothing that's in this book. So keep going. Proud, knowing nothing.
But dotting about questions and strifes of words.
That's what they do a lot of times. These pastors, all they do is they dot about. They philosophize around. They read one scripture and they philosophize for the rest of the service.
Yes, sir.
Read.
Okay. And strifes of words, whereof cometh envy.
Where cometh what?
Envy in the church.
Read.
Strife, rallyings, evil summerings, thinking evil of people, perverse disputings of men of corrupt minds, and destitute. Can't reach it.
And what?
Destitute.
And what?
Destitute. Can't reach the truth. Supposing his church that gain is godliness. What are you supposed to do, Mary?
Prosperity doctrine, yep.
Come on.
Withdraw yourself.
Run away. Get out of there.
let's go to let's see something. Let's go to Isaiah. The book of Isaiah.
You got to obey the word, not what people say. We read the word. We preach the word. We're in season, out of season, instant.
Ready
Right.
to give a witness.
That's right. Well, Isaiah,
To
Josh?
give Isaiah chapter.
What chapter, Josh? Oh, you're waiting. 60.
61 and 2.
All right, Isaiah 60. You always sitting over there in the house. Isaiah 60, 1 and 2. Arise, shine, for thy light is come, and the glory of the Most High is risen upon thee.
So we're supposed to rise now that we have this truth and lighten everybody else. Read.
For behold, the darkness shall cover the earth.
The what?
Darkness.
The what?
Darkness.
So before the Messiah comes back, this earth will be covered in darkness and there will be no light in it.
That's right.
Read.
And gross darkness.
And what?
And gross darkness to people.
So people will not know the truth. I'll say it again. You will not find the truth in this earth in organized religion.
That's right. Okay. But the Most High shall arise upon thee, and the glory shall be seen upon thee.
Now,
His glory.
Ezekiel 22.
Ezekiel 22.
Ezekiel 22.
Where, Josh? The first? Okay, you guys get it. All right, say so be it when you have it.
Ezekiel 22, 24, 25.
Okay. Ezekiel 22, 25, 24, and 25. Son of man, say unto her, thou art the land that is not cleansed.
25 and 26.
All right. There is a conspiracy of her prophets.
There is a conspiracy among the preachers now.
In the midst thereof. Yeah.
There is a conspiracy amongst the leadership of all these major denominations, and if you do the research, all these heads of your Pentecostal church, of the Lutheran church, of the Foursquare, of the Methodist, the Baptist, the Presbyterians have all already went to Rome and bowed the knee to the Pope, their master, and are actually working to bring all churches in America under the papacy again.
That's right. Well, they're actually there already, right?
Well, yeah, you know
really
what I'm saying.
Yeah. Yeah, they really are.
So do the research.
And that's the one world church that's formed already for the one world order. Okay. There is a conspiracy of her prophets in the midst thereof, like a roaring lion ravening the prey.
So what religion, pastors and brothers and sisters out there, is responsible for the most death and destruction in the earth? It's not Islam. It's not Buddhism. It's not Confucianism. It's not atheism. It's not agnosticism. It's the religion of Christianity. Because from its inception in 325 AD, that religion is responsible for the deaths of hundreds and hundreds of millions of innocent people, displacement, robbery, theft, murder, torture, rape,
that's right,
slaughter on an epic scale. Do the research.
They have devoured souls.
They have devoured souls. Read.
They have taken the treasure and precious things. They have made her many widows.
They have made her many widows
in the midst thereof.
In the midst thereof. Read.
Okay.
Her who?
Priests.
Her what?
Priests.
Her pastors. Read.
Have violated my law.
My what?
My law.
My what?
My law.
I thought the law was done away with.
And have profaned my holy things.
They have profaned the holy things of the Most High. Read.
They have put no difference
Go ahead.
between the holy and the profane.
So stop. The Christian religion is never set up, brothers and sisters, to show difference between anything that's right or wrong. Yes, there's moral people in the church, but Christianity as a religion was never given to nobody to morally discern nothing. That's why they eat pork. That's why they celebrate Christmas. That's why they do Easter and holidays.
That's right.
Now, some Christian churches,
excuse me, don't be fooled by big churches because
Christian. Now,
Yeah.
there's some pastors who don't, but they're still Christian. They're still under that Christianity brainwashing.
That's right. Good, Josh.
Neither have they showed difference between the unclean and the clean, and have hid their eyes from my Sabbaths.
Wow.
And they have what?
Hid their eyes from my Sabbaths.
So they teach you in religion not to keep the holy days of God, but to pick up all these pagan, satanic holy days of this world.
That's right.
So what's the problem with that picture? Read.
And I am profane
Among them. That's right.
Now let's read a little bit. Jeremiah 23. And we're going to precept some of this up with Matthew 23.
Jeremiah 23, right?
Jeremiah 23.
And we'll start with verse
I'll read this. You want to start in the beginning?
Yeah, we'll start
I think
in
we
the
should,
beginning.
yeah.
I'll read.
Okay, go ahead.
You can start.
Okay. Woe be, I'll break it down a little if I can.
Okay. Woe be unto
Destruction
the pastors,
Comes to the pastors.
unto the pastors that destroy and scatter the sheep of my pasture, saith the Most High.
Now, see, scatter and destroy, that's just what the Christian church does. It confuses. Everybody has their own doctrine, their own understanding. And what it does, it makes Christians leave certain churches and try to find other churches. And it destroys, you know what it does? In the meantime, it did it to us too, right? It destroys your fellowship with the Most High. You don't know who to believe. Every Christian's got their own interpretation of the Bible. And we can prove to you in Peter, there's no such thing as your own interpretation.
Right.
Go ahead, Josh.
Therefore, thus saith the Most High, Ahayah of Israel,
Go ahead.
against the pastors that feed my people. Ye have scattered my flock and driven them away. Ye have driven them away and have not visited them.
Wow.
Behold, I will visit upon you the evil of your doing, saith the Most High.
And I will gather the remnant of my flock out of all countries, whether I have driven them. Now, this is awesome right here because almost all the tribes are in Christianity, aren't they, Josh?
True.
And that's something. Now, he's letting you know tonight, and this, Josh, is letting you know in Jeremiah 23 that all the tribes that you listen to us on our program, and we've explained it, right? The tribe messages, Josh, who they are, you know who they are, you know where they are, you know how they're living. They're all in this church, and that's what they're doing. I guarantee if you go to a church long enough, a lot of people will leave and other people will come. You'll see it all the time, all the time. Go ahead, Josh.
Okay, verse.
He's going to gather someday all his tribes that are all in this religion, Christianity, and he's going to gather them. He's going to take them back. Go ahead, Josh.
I have driven them and will bring them again.
A little louder, Mary.
And I have driven them and will bring them again to the fold.
Their folds. What do you mean their folds, Josh? Their fold.
Their
the
land.
Law. That's right. That's right. But their law, their Sabbath, what they left when they fell. And they shall be fruitful and increase. In land too, Josh. That's good. And I will set up shepherds over
I
them.
will give them true pastures.
Come on, Josh. Which shall feed them the true word, and they shall fear no more, nor be dismayed. Neither shall they be lacking, saith the Most High. Wow, that's awesome.
Oh, the days come, saith the Most High.
Stop.
That I will raise
Hold on, Mary.
Hold up. I want to show them something. Let's go to Isaiah
Okay.
chapter. Let's show them one of them doctrines that their pastor should be bringing.
Okay.
Isaiah 1.
Oh, yeah, I read that. Sorry.
We'll read verse
Yeah, 2. You mean
Verse-
chapter 2, Josh?
3.
Oh. 1 verse 3. Yeah, we got it. We got it online. Isaiah chapter 1, Josh. This is true. I like
Verse
this.
3 and 4.
Okay. All right, Isaiah chapter 1, verse 3. The ox knoweth his owner,
The ox knoweth his owner.
and the ass his master's crib.
So the Most High is comparing two animals that are very dumb. Read.
All right, but Israel,
But who?
Israel,
But who?
Israel
But Israel, the
doth
Israelites,
not know.
they don't know. Read.
My people doth not consider.
Stop. So the reason these Israelites are compared to these dumb animals today is because in these churches run by theological pastors that were taught in churches, in seminaries, you are not taught one of the major doctrines of this Bible,
It's who you are.
the Israelite doctrine.
Mm-hmm. They won't teach you that. They're not going to tell you.
The Israelite doctrine, because Isaiah just said a very powerful thing. He said, the ox knoweth his owner, and the ass or the donkey knows his master's crib. But Israel does not know. My people do not consider. So why don't Israel consider who they are and whose they are and where they're supposed to be? Because they don't know themselves. They don't know their heritage. They don't know their lineage. They don't know their culture. And they don't know their God.
That's right. Watch this. Sinful nation.
Righteous nation.
Sinful nation.
Righteous nation.
Sinful. A people laden with iniquity.
Because of American brainwashing
That's
on the
right.
Israelites,
Come on.
who are the so-called blacks and Hispanics.
Mm-hmm.
Read.
Mexican, Indian. A seed of evildoers.
You have become evildoers in America.
Children
Read.
that are corrupters.
Children that are corrupters, because everything that you have picked up, the drug trade, the drugs, the gang
Come on.
violence,
The false religion, everything.
Read.
They have forsaken Mashiach. They have provoked the Holy One of Israel unto anger.
Read.
They are gone away backward.
They have what?
They've gone away.
Read.
They fell away.
Keep
backward.
reading.
Why should ye be stricken anymore? Ye will revolt more and more.
You'll keep going back to your sin.
Come
Read,
on.
Israel.
The whole head is sick,
The whole head of Israel is sick.
and the whole heart faint.
Because of Christianity, it has made the Israelites sick and demented in their mind. They don't know their God.
That's
They
right.
don't know who they are. And that's why you can go up to a black person and speak this truth, or a Hebrew, and most of them will reject. They'll think you're crazy because they have been so brainwashed and controlled by this master's religion, because their pastors do not tell them the truth, that they shouldn't even be dealing with the Christian religion because it was given to them by the slave master, the white Christian.
Remember, we heard Donnie bring this. It had nothing to do with Israel.
Read.
Yeah, it's unreal. Watch. The whole head is sick and the whole heart faint. Again, Mary.
From the sole of the foot even unto the head, there is no sound.
There's no sound doctrine in it, but
Stop.
wounds. Okay.
Stop. So there's no sound doctrine amongst the Israelites in
No,
Christianity.
None.
You can go up to a Hebrew, a Jew, and you can ask them, who are you? What's your nationality? What's your race? What's your culture? What is
They
your
can't answer.
history book?
They can't answer.
and you'll get a dumb answer.
You will get a
You'll
dumb
get
answer.
African American,
Yeah.
or I'm Jamaican, or I'm Haitian.
How about this? Knowing who you are. Yeah, I'm a servant of God. Yeah, I get that.
That's not who you are.
That's not who you are. That's right.
You are a child of Jacob. You are a Hebrew Israelite according to the Bible.
When you utter those words to us, you say you're a child of God. Right away, I know you're saying you're a child of God of this earth. You have forsaken the true God, the true Ahayah.
Read.
Okay.
But wounds and bruises.
Come on. And putrefying sores, they have not been closed, neither bound up, neither mollified with ointment. Your country is desolate. Your cities are burned with fire.
Wait. Your country is desolate.
Wow,
I thought the
what's
Jews
that?
were in Israel.
Oh, yeah, look at that. Say that again. What's that term?
Start that verse again.
Yeah. Wow.
Countries are
Desolate. Your
what?
country is desolate.
Israel is what?
desolate.
Read.
Your cities are burned.
Your
With
cities are what?
burned with
No,
fire.
you're in your cities. Read.
Your land,
Strangers.
devour it in your presence.
Your land is being devoured in your presence
Wow.
because there's false Jews in your land
That's right.
trying to say they're you.
And it is desolate.
And it's what?
And it is desolate.
No, it's the
Wow.
Jews are there.
Listen to this. As overthrown by strangers.
By what?
By strangers.
By what?
By strangers. And the daughter of Zion is left as the cottage in a vineyard.
Wow.
Wow. That's
Let's go back to Jeremiah 23:11.
awesome. Awesome.
We'll read a little bit in there, then we'll go.
See, you'll never understand unless you break it down like this. You'll never be confused listening to us. You'll never be confused listening to this program when we use precepts. You'll know where to go. Josh, tell them, O should have a paper, a pen, and write these scriptures down so you'll find them again.
Jeremiah 23, verse 10.
Okay, I got it. For the land is full of adulterers.
So the land is full of adulterers. Read.
For because of swearing,
Because of swearing.
the land mourneth.
Read.
No, we're swearing, making false oaths. And the pleasant places of the wilderness are dried up.
Read.
And their course is evil, and their force is not right.
So their course is evil. Now let's look at this. What positive? Let's deal with the Hebrew culture, Hebrew community. What positive growth have Christianity done in your communities? Are there still ghettos? Are there still gangs? Are there still drugs? Is there still prostitution? Is there still
Gang wars, murders,
disorder in your home? I thought
That's right.
I thought Jesus changes everything. I thought your Jesus is supposed to change the culture.
We know the government has set up these neighborhoods too, so nothing's going
And
to
I'm not
change
saying,
until you get the right
but
father.
my point is valid. What growth has Christianity done in your communities? But kept you locked up in the church for 3 hours learning nothing on a Sunday. And you go to your communities and there's
Nothing's changed.
a war zone, people killing one another, hating one another.
You know this is true.
Can't get along with one another. You got a family of 8 Israelites, and every one of them don't believe the same thing. You got a Jehovah's Witness, an atheist, a Baptist, a Christian, a Catholic, a Mormon.
We can bring this because we're not rich. We're just making it every month. That's how the Most High wants you to live. He doesn't want you tied up with this world system.
Right.
That's why we can speak like this, because we know.
And we're sorry if our camera is a little slow, but we'll get to it.
Yeah.
But keep reading. We're going to go to
Hold on, where are we?
11.
Okay, go ahead, Mary.
Prophet and priest
wait for both prophet and deacon and whatever pastor read
Our
are
prof.
profane.
are
Yeah.
what?
Are profane.
Are true.
Are profane.
So
Yeah.
your pastors are profane because they have been made drunk off the wine of Babylon.
Wow.
I'll say that, wait. Your pastors have been made drunk off the wine of Babylon, the confusion of Babylon. This America is the daughter of Babylon, for your information. This land that we are living in is Babylon's daughter because it came off of Europe, which is Babylon.
You see this word? Watch this word. Yea, in my house. Where do you ever read where the Christian church, I mean, Paul's places where worship had a cross on it. In my house have I found their wickedness, saith the Most High.
Read.
Wherefore their way shall be unto them as slippery ways in the darkness.
Read.
They shall be driven on and fall therein.
Read.
For I will bring evil upon them.
I will bring what?
Evil upon them.
Read.
Even the year of their visitation, saith the Most High.
And I have seen
I have what?
Seen folly.
Read.
In the prophets.
In the who?
Prophets.
Read.
Of Samaria.
Or Jacksonville. Go ahead.
They prophesied in Baal.
What's that?
In
What?
In Baal.
They prophesied in the devil's name. Go ahead.
In whose name?
In Baal.
In whose name?
In Baal.
In the Most High's name.
No, Baal.
Read.
And caused my people Israel.
My people who?
To err.
Now see Israel again? Here it is again. All Israel is in Christianity.
Let's go.
That's what he's
Hold
talking
your
about.
place. We're going to read a couple more verses there. Then we'll go to Matthew 23. But let's get Jeremiah 16:11.
All right. I got it. I'll read this one. 16.
I'll read it for you and see if
we can break it down a little.
yeah.
16:11. Jeremiah 16:11. I hope you're being blessed because, pastors, it's time to wake up. It's time to admit that you're under the 501c3 and you better get away from it.
Let's get it.
And get out of it.
Right. I'll start with verse 10, Dad.
Go ahead, Josh.
Jeremiah 16, verse 10. And it shall come to pass when thou shalt shew this people all these words, and they shall say unto thee, wherefore hath the Most High pronounced all this great evil against us? Or what is our iniquity? Or what is our sin that we have committed against the Most High, our power?
So now they're questioning the Most High. Said, well, what are we doing wrong?
Verse 11, I'll read it. Then shalt thou say unto them, because your fathers have forsaken me, saith the Most High, and have walked after other gods.
Stop. Other gods. Jesus.
Jehovah.
Yehovah. Yahweh. All right. Every other
and
god.
Have served them, and have worshipped them, and have forsaken me.
And have what?
And have forsaken me.
And have not kept what?
And have not kept my law.
My what?
My law.
All right. Go ahead, Josh.
And ye have done worse than your fathers, Israel. For behold, ye walk every one after the imagination of his evil heart, and that they may not hearken unto me.
Wow.
Therefore I will cast them out of this land.
Come on.
And into the land ye know not. Neither
America.
Neither ye nor your fathers.
You didn't know America. Go ahead.
And there shall ye serve other gods day and night.
Wow.
That will not shew you favor.
Let's go to that precept in Josh in Deuteronomy where it says it mentions wood and stone. Now we're going to show you another precept that it says almost the same thing in Deuteronomy.
Well, let's give him an encouragement right fast.
Sure.
Let's go to verse 19.
Where in
Jeremiah 16,
19? Okay.
Read it for me.
All right.
This is an encouragement for you Israelites who come to the truth. Read.
O power, my strength, and my fortress, and my refuge in the day of affliction.
In the day of what?
In the day of affliction.
No, in the day of happiness.
Affliction.
And prosperity.
Oh, be happy. It's America. The Gentiles shall.
The who?
The Gentiles.
The who?
The Gentiles shall come unto thee from the ends. Hold on. Oh, this is good.
So the Gentiles shall come unto you, Israel, from the ends of the earth. Read.
Now I know for sure that the world's not round. Hold on. Hold on. Wait. 17, 19. What?
19.
from the ends of the earth. I'll finish it, Mary. And shall say, surely,
And shall say
surely,
what? Surely, truly,
our fathers
Our
have
who?
inherited.
or what?
Our fathers.
Or what?
Our fathers.
So
Have
our
inherited lies.
forefathers have inherited what?
Lies.
Christianity is a lie.
Wow, look what they inherited.
vanity,
Go ahead.
and things wherein there
Is no profit. Not profit with money, Christian John. Don't start thinking money. Oh, you should do a good job in that. But you got all false doctrine. There is no profit. Shall a man make gods unto himself? And they are no gods.
They are what?
No gods.
Deuteronomy 28 verse.
Let's go to that.
28 verse 30.
Now remember the scripture we
36.
just gave you about you'll go to another land where your fathers didn't know and you'll serve other gods. Watch who you're serving now. Where is it? 26, Josh?
28:36.
28:36. All right, let me read that. All right, 28:36. Deuteronomy 28:36. You guys got it?
Yeah.
The Most High shall bring thee and thy king, which thou shalt set over thee, unto a nation,
Unto a what?
to a nation
America,
which
read,
neither thou
which neither thou
nor thy fathers
nor the Israelite forefathers
have
read,
known.
have known. Read.
And there shalt thou serve other
Now you
gods,
serve me in America. What?
other gods,
Other what?
other gods,
Read.
wood and stone.
The Christian cross and the Mecca stone.
Now look, all the black people that say they're Muslims and they're serving the Mecca stone, right?
Now let's go back to Jeremiah 23:15. That's a good precept.
That was good, Josh.
Jeremiah
What? What did Tony?
No. I want to address
Yeah.
Jeremiah. Hold
Get
your
it?
place. Jeremiah 23:15.
Hold on.
Go back to Deuteronomy 28. I want to address something and hit something really
Hold
hard
on,
here.
wait. Hold on. Let me circle 15 so I know where to go. Okay.
For you pastors who want to say it don't matter who you are,
Oh yeah.
let's see what the Bible says
You know what,
about who the
Christians?
Israelites
You know,
are.
pastors. Listen. If nothing matters, why do you open your door on Sunday?
Yeah. If nothing matters, why do you tell your people to come to church?
Yeah.
If nothing matters.
Nothing matters.
Oh, nothing about the truth matters.
Guess what? But if you know the truth and you're not telling your people, you're going to answer. Or you will answer.
Let's read 42, 43, and 44.
Deuteronomy where? 28? What?
43.
43. Okay. Ready? Okay. Jeremiah. Oh, yeah. Deuteronomy 28:43. The stranger.
The who?
The stranger.
The Gentiles who run America, read.
That is within thee.
That is within thee, read.
Shall get up above the very high.
So the Gentiles have set up a system in America where the Israelites have to come to them for everything, for their spirit, for their money, for their food, for their spiritual education. Read.
And thou shalt come down very low.
Read.
He shall lend to thee.
He shall what?
He shall lend you money.
He shall give you everything. Read.
And thou shalt not lend to him.
You won't give him nothing.
He shall be the head.
Read.
And thou shalt be the tail.
Read verse 46.
Hold on. We just heard something, me and Josh on the Christian program. They're bragging about Kenneth Cope and his wife being so anointed and humble. If they're so humble, how come they use these scriptures to tell you to tithe?
And give them more money.
You heard that, Pastor, right?
46.
46.
Hold on. Did they hear that, Josh? Say it
Yeah.
again, Josh. We got sick when we heard that.
Read.
46. And they shall be upon thee for a sign.
For what?
For a sign.
For what?
For a sign.
What are these curses?
A sign.
A sign.
For a wonder.
And for a wonder.
And upon thy seed for some time.
For what? Forever. So Moses just said a mouthful in a couple words. The way we identify, pastors, and we're doing this to help you, who the Jews are in this land, in this earth today, is we don't look to Israel. We look to what people fit the curses of Deuteronomy 28, and what the history that happened to these people, and where they are and who they are right now. Because the Bible, if you don't want to believe, is a living book, which but people don't really understand how much of a living book it is.
It really is. It's a history book.
Read verse 48.
All right.
Deuteronomy 28:48.
Mary, go ahead. 48. All right, I'll read just fine.
Wait,
All right, take your time. Get it, Mary. You should be right down the page, Mary. There's only one page over.
therefore shalt thou serve thy enemy.
Thy what?
Thine enemy.
Thy friends.
Thy friends. Stop. So why would the enemy give you a religion that would be positive for you and connect you to your Heavenly Father? Read.
Which the Most High
Power. Read.
shall send against thee in
Come on. In hunger.
In what?
hunger and in thirst.
In hunger and thirst.
And in nakedness.
And
in want.
Stop. Nakedness. Look at Africa today. Still, the real Jews are there, and they've got hardly any clothes. Okay.
And in want
Of
of all things.
of some things.
all things.
Of little things.
All things.
So stop. In want of all things. Because in America, you will need to go to the government for everything.
Mm-hmm.
Your enemy's government for everything, including your sponsored state religion of Christianity.
Okay, so we don't want to get too off of what Timothy, right? We're not doing that, right? We're doing it.
We're going to go
this
into
is good.
Matthew 23 as
Yeah,
well.
see, we are so used to precepts.
What about
Hold on, Mary.
Jeremiah
Hold on. We're so accustomed of doing things right now that we even get lost in the precepts, right, Josh? Because they're so awesome. You go to the precepts, you can't get lost. You'll always understand what we're saying.
Let's get
I'm sorry, Mary.
verse 64.
What is it?
Deuteronomy 28:64.
Okay, I'll read.
No, finish verse 48, Dad.
Okay, I'll finish this. Hold on. Which the Most High shall send against thee in hunger, thirst, nakedness, and in want of all things. And he shall put
And he shall do what?
he shall put
He will
a
wait.
yoke.
What will the enemy do to the Israelites?
He'll put a yoke of iron
A yoke of what?
upon thy neck until he have destroyed thee.
So
Throw you overboard on the way to America.
So who does that fit? What people does that fit? Does that fit the people in Israel? Or does that fit the so-called black man?
That's our dog.
Does that fit? Who does that fit? Who does that sign point to? Who was brought here in yokes of iron? Read verse 68.
Okay, verse 68. And the Most High shall bring thee into Egypt again
Into
with
what?
ships.
With what?
With ships.
With what?
With ships.
No, they'll say in Israel. With what?
With ships.
Start the verse again.
And the Most High shall bring thee into Egypt. Egypt means bondage.
Which is America for the Israelites.
Come on. Again with ships.
Read.
By the way whereof I spake unto thee. Tony, thou.
Thou shalt see
Let Tony read. Thou. Yeah, Tony.
Thou shalt see it no more again,
And
ye
ye shall.
you shall be sold unto your enemies.
Your friends. No, your friends.
Your enemies.
Your who?
For what, Tony?
Your enemies for bondmen and bondwomen,
And what?
and no man shall buy.
Buy means redeem you. So
let's go back to Jeremiah 23:15.
now, where does this have to do with money? This has nothing to do with money.
Read.
All right, what were we?
Yeah, just like my dad said.
Okay. Jeremiah 20.
If we take these
15.
principles, these
Go ahead.
precepts, and apply them to a people, which the Bible actually tells you to do, apply these signs and look for these
You're
signs.
only going to come up with people who are really the true people that are going to fulfill prophecy, and that's the tribes. The Gentiles will be saved. We're not. You know. We're Gentiles. We might be from the Moors, but it doesn't matter. As long as we're keeping the Sabbath, as long as we're obeying His laws and His Sabbaths and His holy days, and we're eating right, we're not eating, the
unclean food.
Right. We have a chance.
So anyway, as we said, the Most High will bring His Israelites into slavery again with ships. What sign and what people does that sign fit? It doesn't fit the people in the land of Israel.
You sure don't?
Show me the history of them being enslaved by Europeans with ships.
Hold on. If you live where we live in Jacksonville, you can go right on down there to San Jose Boulevard. The Jewish people down there, they're living high off the hog. They ain't suffering.
They have gated communities.
Yeah.
How
So
is
it can't
that
be them.
cursed?
They're not cursed.
Read verse 15.
Okay. 15.
I'll read it for you. Jeremiah 23, verse 15. Therefore, thus saith the Most High of hosts, concerning the prophets, behold, I will feed thee with wormwood, them with wormwood, and make them drink the water of gall for them. For from the prophets of Jerusalem is profaneness gone forth into all the land. So let's take that and apply that. Israel, America has defiled the whole earth with Christianity. Read verse 16, Dad.
Wow. Thus saith the Most High.
Thus saith the who?
The Most High.
The who?
The Most High.
The Most High is pronouncing this judgment on pastors.
Listen to this. Hearken not unto the words of the prophets.
No, listen to them.
Don't listen.
No, pay them.
Hearken not. Pay them.
Come on, brother.
Prophets that prophesy unto you, they make you vain.
They do what?
They make you vain.
They fill you with truth.
They make you vain. They speak. Again, Mary.
They speak a vision of their own heart.
Of their own, and not out of the mouth of the
God told me.
Yeah, God told me if you
sell $10,000, He'll bless you.
Yeah. Even the small Christian churches are into this now.
He'll give you a house.
Oh, He give you everything. Oh,
verse 17.
They say still unto them that despise me.
That do what?
Despise me.
Read.
The Mashiach hath said, ye shall have peace.
And they say unto everyone that walketh after the imagination of his own heart, and know they got these people
They know they're in sin.
Right. No evil shall come upon you.
So peace, everything's good. You're going to be blessed.
Right. For who hath stood in the counsel of the Most High? We don't have to read that. Okay.
Read verse 26 and 7.
All right, 26 and 7. Ready?
How long shall this be in the hearts of the prophets that prophesy lies? Yea, they are prophets of the deceit of their own heart.
All right, stop. Which think to cause my people, watch this, which think, they think on it and they plan it, to cause my people to forget my name.
And what?
My name. What's his name, John?
Ahayah.
By Yashayah. By their dreams, which they tell every man to his neighbor.
Stop. Now let's finish with Matthew 23.
Wait, I want to finish it. Wait. Watch this. Which they tell every man to his name. Watch, as their fathers have forgotten my name for the devil, Baal.
For devil.
Now, you know all the ungodly names. You've been listening to us. It's all on our links. We got it all on our link. Listen to all the ungodly names that they put in the Bible that are not most.
Matthew 23. We're gonna
Matthew 23.
Read down and show you some more precepts about how to identify false pastors.
Matthew 23. Where, Josh? The beginning.
23:2.
All right. Matthew 23:2. Saying, the scribes and the scribes.
The who?
The scribes.
Read.
And the Pharisees sit in Moses' seat.
So what does that mean, Dad? Today in a church, what do they seek, pastors? They seek the what? The best.
Right, the best seat. In other words, actually, false seats, really.
Of authority.
Right. And the Pharisees sit in Moses' seat, all therefore whatsoever they bid you observe, that observe and do, but do not ye after their works. For they say, and do not. For they bind heavy burdens.
For they bind heavy burdens and grievous to be borne, and lay them on man's shoulders, and they themselves will not move them with one of their fingers.
Wow.
But all the Lord
is nailed to the tree.
all their works they do they do for to be seen of men. Of men. They make broad their phylacteries and enlarge the borders of their garment. They get the best suits, the best clothes.
I'm telling you. Wow, watch out before they buy. Wow. Well, no more why. I forgot what I said. I was just
Read.
I was enjoying it. Where are we, Josh?
And love uppermost rooms as priests, and the chief seats in the synagogue.
Stop. So they want to be seen of people. They want the chief seat at the feast and the best seat in the church.
Wow.
Read.
They made broad their
Greetings.
what? Where are we?
Greetings,
Shemi.
Hold on. And greetings in the markets, and to be called of men, Rabbi, Rabbi.
Mm-hmm.
But be ye not called Rabbi, for one is your master, even Yashayah, and all ye are brethren. And call no man your father upon the earth. No. In other words, nobody your spiritual
Skip
father.
to verse 13.
Okay, verse 13. But woe unto you, scribes and Pharisees, hypocrites.
What?
Hypocrites.
No, true.
Hypocrites.
Read.
For ye shut up the kingdom of heaven.
What did they do?
They shut up the kingdom of heaven.
Read.
Against men.
Against men.
For ye neither go in yourselves, neither suffer ye them that are entering to go in.
Most pastors are not going to heaven, and because of their doctrines are feeding you, you're not going either.
Wow.
Keep reading. Verse 14.
Woe unto you, scribes, Pharisees.
No, blessing.
Woe.
Blessing.
Destruction. Hypocrites, for ye devour widows' houses,
You take money
and for a pretense make long prayer.
to show off. You pray long on television.
Wow. Therefore ye shall receive the greater damnation.
Salvation.
Wow.
Damnation.
Damnation.
What?
Damnation.
Woe unto you, scribes and Pharisees.
Destruction.
Hypocrites.
The what? Hypocrites?
Hypocrites.
Read. So the pastors and deacons are your modern Pharisees and scribes in your churches.
Compass sea and land.
Stop.
Okay, wait. We can end with Corinthians, 2
Yeah.
Corinthians 2:11.
13.
Yeah.
So keep reading, Mom.
Sea and land.
They do what? They compass.
Sea and land
They go all over the earth.
to make one proselyte.
And when he is made, ye made him
Make him twofold. Go ahead.
twofold, or the child of hell.
Of who?
Of hell.
Of heaven.
Of hell.
Of heaven.
Of hell.
Then yourselves. Well, that's some warning.
Let's keep reading a little more
Yeah.
before we close.
Destruction unto you. That's what woe means. Ye blind guides,
You what?
which you blind guides,
I thought they see.
which say, whosoever shall swear by the temple,
Oh, come to swear by my church.
yeah, it is nothing.
Uh-huh.
But whosoever shall swear by the gold of the temple,
Uh-huh.
he is a debtor.
Read.
Ye fools and
Uh-huh.
blind, for whether is greater, the gold or the temple that sanctified the gold?
Mm-hmm.
And whosoever shall swear by the altar, it is nothing.
Uh-huh.
But whosoever sweareth by the gift that is upon it, he is guilty.
Read.
Ye fools and blind,
Uh-huh.
for whether is greater, the gift or the altar that sanctifies the gift?
Read.
Whosoever therefore
Yeah,
shall swear by the altar, swear by
it.
it, and by all things thereon.
And whoso shall swear by the temple, swear it by it, and by him that dwelleth therein. And he that shall swear by heaven, swear it by the throne of Ahayah, and by him that sitteth thereon. Wow, watch out.
Well unto you, scribes and Pharisees, hypocrites, for ye pay tithes on
Of men,
Of what?
of mint,
Of money.
and arise and
Anise.
cunning,
come in.
and have omitted the weightier matters of the law.
Uh-huh.
See, it's okay to give, but if you're not keeping the law, he's not going to pay attention to you.
Law,
Judgment,
mercy,
God.
and faith.
These
Ought to be
Have done.
done, and not to leave the others undone.
Read that.
Ye blind guides,
The what?
ye blind guides,
Uh-huh.
which strain at a gant
Uh-huh.
and swallow a camel.
You look at for the smallest problem and you blow it up when sometimes it's not really that bad. Read.
That's right.
Woe unto you, scribes and Pharisees,
Uh-huh.
hypocrites, for ye make clean the outside of the cup and of the platter, but within they are full of
Extortion.
extortion and excess.
So you're full of extortion and
Uh-huh.
excess. Some pastors, they love money.
Mm-hmm.
They'll do anything to make a buck off of you.
Thou blind Pharisee, cleanse first that which is within the cup and
Uh-huh.
platter. In other words, clean the inside of your heart, that the outside of them may be clean also.
Read.
Woe unto you, scribes and Pharisees.
What?
Destruction.
Whoa. Blessing.
Woe.
Whoa.
For
Hypocrites.
ye are like unto
Whited.
whited sepulchres,
Mm.
which indeed appear beautiful outward, but are within full of dead men's bones
Wow.
and of all
Unclean.
Well,
Even so, ye also outwardly appear righteous unto men.
You pastors appear righteous
Always
to
appear
your.
righteous,
Uh-huh.
but within ye are full of hypocrisy,
Wait, and what?
hypocrisy,
What?
hypocrisy,
Read.
and iniquity,
And what?
and iniquity,
Righteousness.
iniquity,
Holiness.
iniquity.
Read.
Woe unto you, scribes and Pharisees, hypocrites, because
The Messiah has a lot to say about you pastors, don't he? Huh?
ye build the tombs of prophets
You killed the truth.
and garnish
Uh-huh.
the sepulchres of the righteous.
Wow.
Wow.
And say, if ye had been in the days of our fathers, we would not have been partakers with them in the blood of the prophets. Wherefore ye be witnesses unto
Oh,
yourselves.
so you say wait, stop. You
Yeah.
know what that's saying
Yeah, I
today?
know. Yeah, it does.
That the history of the murder of Christianity don't matter. We
Mhm.
can kill millions of people,
It
but
don't-
we're
yeah.
righteous.
Right. Wherefore ye be witnesses unto yourselves that ye are the children of them which killed the prophets.
That you are the children of them that killed.
Wow.
Christianity is the children of the people who killed the Israelites.
That's right.
Fill ye up then the measure of your fathers,
Mm-hmm.
ye serpents, ye generations of vipers.
Wow.
How can ye escape the damnation of hell?
Wow.
Of hell.
Oh, I thought there was no hell. Read.
Wherefore, behold, I send unto you prophets and wise men.
And what should they do? And scribes. What do they do, Mary?
And some of them ye shall kill.
You shall what?
Kill.
And crucify.
Wow.
And some of them shall ye
Scourge
scourge
in your synagogues and persecute them from city to city.
Let's finish with 2 Corinthians 11, 13 through 15.
Okay.
And we'll close up and we'll say some things to finish.
2 Corinthians. I'll read this. I'm going to read this. I'll finish up. 2 Corinthians 11, right? Yeah. This is really important to know where we're reading this. So,
11, 13.
hey, folks, I want to say something tonight. That is just what you're witnessing on Sunday when you go to your churches. Whether you want to believe it or not, you've been deceived for so many centuries, you don't know the difference.
Mm-hmm.
These people can change right in front of you. That's right. Satan can change these people right in front of you. For such are false apostles.
Oh, what?
False apostles.
True apostles.
False.
Read.
Deceitful workers.
Mm-hmm.
Transforming themselves.
What did they do?
They transform themselves
Read.
into the apostles of Christ.
Read.
Over time, with all their crooked learning.
Uh-huh.
All right? Into the apostles of Christ.
Read.
And no marvel.
No.
Yeah, don't be amazed. For Satan himself is transformed into an angel of light. It is no great thing if his ministers also be transformed as the ministers of righteousness, Tony, and finish it, whose and
shall be according and should be according to their work.
all right, works, not faith.
Faith.
So we understand the rebuke.
Spiritualize everything.
Yeah, that's right, Tony.
We understand the rebuke
That's right.
that the scriptures lays down to the you pastors in America. The pastors today, the Pharisees and
I want to say
scribes
something too.
today
Go ahead, Josh.
in Christianity are your deacons and your pastors and your theologians. They are your Pharisees and your scribes.
I want to say something. Every time you hear Christians, pastors, this message is for you and your wife and your church. Every time you hear people come in and say, I'm anointed, I want to preach here, be careful.
Right.
Because if you have forsaken the law and the Sabbath and the holy days, you have broken covenant with the Most High.
So
He's not with you.
we understand
He's not with you.
he isn't with you.
You're out there by yourself. I'm telling you, brothers.
Right. So we understand. That's a very key thing. What that last couple of scriptures we read, you have garnished the tombs of the prophets and shed the blood of the prophets and righteous men.
Wow.
So you'll say that don't matter. You'll say, well,
Nothing matters.
the history of the murder and the genocide that Christianity has done in the earth. Oh, that was back then. This is now, and all that don't matter. We're about Jesus and love. When the history of Christianity is covered with bloodshed, conquest, murder, rape, how is that the spirit of the Most High and His Son Yashayah? How is that anything to do with the Bible? When you take the Bible and a sword and go in a land, conquer it, destroy the native population, then you set up your religious organizations and churches to educate your slaves that you raise up after you killed.
And you know what? I want to say something, Judge. You know what we noticed when we left Christianity and we went back once in a while just to see what's going on still? Same old story. It's all emotions. It's all emotional singing. It's crying to Tammuz. It's all that. It's still nothing. It's getting worse. That's all church is about, getting emotional. You have to know the word. You have to know the truth. What is truth? The law. What is
Christ
righteousness?
is the truth.
Right.
So Christ is the way, the truth, and the life. And that we just want to put that out, that we believe in Christ here.
Oh, yeah.
But we believe the truth of Christ and what He brought.
Right.
He was not bringing a Christian religion, institutionalized religion called Christianity when He was on the earth. Like I just said, show me in the history of Christianity when Christianity has ever represented Christ or the Father in heaven. Never, because it's always conquered, destroyed people to get power and position.
There is in one scripture, I'd like you to email us and show us a scripture where Paul and Christ and Peter preached Christianity. They did. It's just not in there. So you see how decayed, you see how the Christian church is right now in all this deception. So please take heed to your spirit.
So with that, hopefully that was a good lesson. We say shalom.
Shalom.
Until later, next time the Most High have to come and give you another lesson. This was a warning to pastors, and shalom.
Shalom.
Shalom.